to Luminera, a quiet place for rest, gentle stories, and peaceful nights. There's nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Just settle in and let the night carry you gently towards sleep. Maybe it is one of those nights. Your mind is still walking around, even though your body wants to rest. Little thoughts line up like fireflies, bright, insistent, drifting just out of reach. You want something simple, something soft, a place where the air itself tells you it is okay to slow down. In a moment, this story will carry you into a moonlit forest where the paths feel familiar and the light is gentle. Every step is unhurried. We will move slowly together, and before long, you may not notice when the path becomes sleep. You do not have to do anything right now. You do not have to fix today or plan tomorrow. Let your shoulders soften. Unclench your jaw. Allow your breath to become easier. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Sleep cannot be forced, and it does not need to be chased. Let it come to you like moonlight slipping through leaves. If you drift in and out, that is okay. If you miss parts of the story, that is okay too. The forest will be here when you return. If you want, rest a hand where it is comfortable. Feel the weight of your blanket. Let your eyes soften. Soon we will step into a safe clearing where a small lantern glows. And from there, we will wander gently into the quiet. You arrive in a moonlit clearing. The earth feels springy and kind beneath your steps. The trees lean in like old friends, their leaves silvered by the moon. In the center of the clearing is a wooden bench, smooth from time. A folded wool blanket waits on the seat. Beside it, a small lantern glows amber. There is a simple thermos and a slim journal with a soft cover. You sit on the bench and drape the blanket over your lap. It is the comfortable kind of warm. Like the first moment you slip into bed and the sheets remember you. You unscrew the thermos cap. A whisper of chamomile and mint rises into the night. You pour slowly, and a thin thread of steam curls like a friendly breath in cool air. You lift the cup and feel gentle heat in your hands. The mug has a tiny chip near the rim, the kind of imperfection that makes something beloved. The lantern's light rests on your fingers. Your shadow joins you on the ground, long and patient. Comfort can be simple, one warm sip at a time, one slow exhale. You take a sip, Steady, helpful. The forest listens with you. Crickets keep a soft rhythm. A distant owl calls once, then settles again. Nearby, a stream hums, a clear thread of sound weaving through the trees. You open the journal and write one quiet word. Maybe rest, maybe home, or maybe you draw a small crescent moon, curved and easy. You close the cover without pressure. The page can keep your place. Soon we will wander to the edge of the clearing, where a narrow path begins. Before you stand, you pour a little more tea, letting the warm scent wrap around you like a promise. In a moment, we will follow the moonlit path that waits just beyond the ferns. You rise without rush, keeping the blanket over your shoulders like a soft shawl. The lantern swings from your fingers with a slow, friendly weight. The path is lined with birches, their pale trunks catching moonlight. Their leaves shimmer softly overhead. The ground is easy, worn by gentle steps, free of hurry. With each step, your breath falls into a natural rhythm. Slow inhale, slow exhale. A light breeze combs through the birch leaves. The sound is like a quiet conversation you are welcome to join or simply listen to. You run your thumb over the lantern's handle and feel its steady warmth. You pause to adjust the wick, just a tiny twist. The flame lifts a little content, as if to say, I am right here with you. The light pools on the path, not far, just enough to make a world you can love. A few steps, a few leaves, a soft circle of glow. In the hush, you notice small details, the delicate silhouette of a fern, the roundness of stones embedded in the soil, the faint outline of your footprints softening behind you. Ahead, the path makes a gentle turn. At the turn, there is a wooden marker. Its surface is smooth, where fingertips have rested before yours. Near the edge, a small moon is carved into the wood. You trace the carved moon like a quiet greeting. Then you follow the path around the bend, and a little footbridge appears ahead, crossing the stream. The bridge is simple and sturdy. The stream threads beneath it with a clear, gentle note. You rest your palms on the railing. The wood gives a soft, friendly creak. You take a moment to watch moonlight ripple across the water. It gathers in silver lines, breaks into small diamonds, and reforms again, as if it never minded the change. You pick up a small leaf that has drifted to your shoe. From the center of the bridge, You let it drop. It lands softly on the water and glides away, choosing the easiest path without effort. Letting go can be quiet, as simple as a leaf agreeing to float. No rush, no struggle. You take another sip of warm tea. The cup is steady in your hands. The lantern rests by your feet, folding light over your shoes and the boards of the bridge. Soon we step off the bridge and follow the stream a little way. Not far, just enough to find a mossy log. There is a smooth spot along the bark that makes a perfect seat. You sit and let the forest do some of the breathing for you. The path follows the stream like a ribbon, and the mossy log is waiting as if it expected you. The moss feels cool and thick beneath you. The lantern settles beside your knee, painting a warm oval on the ground. You take out the journal, not to write much, just one easy sentence. I am allowed to rest. If words do not feel right, you draw a small circle to match the moon. That is enough. It always is. Now notice your body. Feel the gentle weight of the blanket around your shoulders. Notice your hands holding the journal without gripping. Notice the ground supporting you without asking anything in return. Slow inhale through the nose, counting quietly. 1, 2. Slow exhale through the mouth, longer than the inhale. 3, 4, 5. Again, soft and patient. Slow inhale. 1, 2. Slow exhale. 3, 4, 5. You can keep that rhythm, or you can let it fade. There is no right tempo. The forest moves with you. In a moment, we will stand and return to the clearing for a fresh cup of tea. We will tidy the blanket, smooth the bench with an open palm, and feel how returning can be as restful as wandering. We will be right back. You stand slowly, no rush in the rising, and the blanket settles around your shoulders with a familiar weight. The lantern lifts with you, and together you follow the path back toward the clearing. The birches watching quietly, their pale trunks like old lighthouse beacons, steady and kind. The stream follows along for a while, its voice softening as the trees thicken. And then it dips away somewhere into the dark, content to find its own way home. The clearing opens ahead of you like a slow exhale. The bench is right where you left it. The amber lantern on the ground beside it, glowing soft as a held breath. You set your lantern down and settle back onto the bench. The thermos is still warm, which somehow feels like a small kindness from the world. You pour a fresh cup and watch the steam lift, one quiet thread, unhurried, going nowhere in particular. You wrap both hands around the mug and let the warmth move into your fingers, your palms, your wrists. Warmth moves up the arms, the way sleep moves through a person quietly, without asking permission. You take a slow sip, then another. Here is something easy to remember. You have already done enough today. Whatever today held, you carried it. Then now you are here. That matters. The clearing holds you in its soft circle of moonlight. The grass is silver and still. A moth drifts through the lantern light, unhurried, tracing wide and gentle loops before disappearing again into the dark. You watch it go without any need to follow. The moon is high now, just past its fullness, and the light it gives is the kind that asks nothing of you. It falls on your hands, your blanket, the bench beside you, all of it touched without effort, all of it asking you to simply receive. You lean back a little and let the bench take more of your weight. Feel how it holds. Feel how something as simple as support can be enough. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Let the body be heavy now. There is nowhere it needs to be. In a moment, we will wander a little further into the forest, past the birches, past the stream, and into a part of the woods where the trees are older and the quiet is deeper. But for now, just this, just warmth in the hands, the soft press of wood beneath you, the moth somewhere in the dark, still drifting. You finish the last of the tea and set the cup down with a soft clink, a friendly sound, a small punctuation mark on the quiet. You smooth the blanket across your lap and open the journal one more time, not to write anything complicated, just a small notation at the bottom of the page. Maybe the time, maybe a tiny crescent, maybe just a line that curves like a sleeping figure. Simple enough. You close the journal and tuck it beside the lantern on the bench. And now we stand together, and the path ahead is soft and wide and lit by the moon above the trees. You pull the blanket tighter and follow the path as it curves away from the clearing into the deeper part of the forest where the trees are tall and patient and old. The birches give way to something broader, darker barked, their branches reaching up and lacing together overhead into a canopy that holds the moonlight like cupped hands. The light that reaches the path here is softer, more diffused, gentle, like the light in a room where someone you love has lowered the lamp for you. Your footsteps are quiet on the path, which is cushioned now by years of fallen leaves, compressed into something almost like a carpet, soft and forgiving beneath each step. You walk slowly. There is no other speed that makes sense here. The lantern swings with a low, easy rhythm, and its light bobs ahead of you like a friendly invitation. Come here, a little further, this way. The air is cooler now beneath the older trees, and it carries something different, something deeper, like earth after rain, like the inside of a wooden cabinet that holds old books, like a smell that has no name but feels like memory. You breathe it in, slow, easy, full, and something in the chest loosens very slightly, like a knot that has been waiting for the right moment. There is a sound ahead, not loud, not startling, more like a suggestion of sound. You follow it. The path bends around a wide, dark trunk and opens into a smaller clearing, circular and private, entirely enclosed by the old trees standing shoulder to shoulder. In the center is a low fire, contained in a ring of smooth stones, burning with a steady, unhurried flame. Not large, not dramatic, just a fire that seems to know its purpose and is content to fulfill it. Beside the fire, a wide, flat stone serves as a seat, and draped across it is another blanket, thicker this time, a deep heather gray, soft as something lived in. You settle onto the stone and pull the blanket around you. The fire gives off a warmth that finds you immediately, a radiating kindness, moving toward you without any effort on your part. You age. Here is what you might notice if you are still with me. Your jaw, is it clenched at all? You can let it soften now. Just a small release. Your shoulders, are they carrying anything they do not need tonight? Let them drop, just a little. The fire does not need you to be ready or composed or finished. It just asks you to sit, and you are already doing that. So well, a log shifts in the fire with a soft wooden creak, and a drift of sparks lifts upward, rising easily through the dark air above the ring of stones. You watch them go, little lights, patient and brief, going up and up until they are no longer sparks, but simply part of the dark, at peace with it. There is something restful about watching things rise and disappear, about seeing something bright agree to fade. You take a long, slow breath in through the nose, feeling the cool air become warm as it moves through you, out through the mouth, longer than the inhale, releasing whatever today tried to leave with you. You can set it down here, by the fire, in this circle of old trees. It will still be there if you want it back, but you do not have to carry it tonight. The fire continues, steady, consistent, a low crackle here, a soft hiss there, the language of wood and heat. You let your eyes soften, not closed entirely, if you do not want them to be, just soft, like looking at something you love from across a room. No need to focus, just to be with it. A small wind moves through the treetops above the clearing. It does not reach the fire. The circle of trees keeps it gentle, but you can hear it in the canopy. A slow, rolling sound, like something turning over in sleep, like breath moving through a room full of resting people. The sound moves through, and then it is gone, absorbed into the dark, and the quiet that follows is somehow fuller than the quiet before. There is a stone near your foot, smooth and rounded, the size of a closed fist. You reach down and pick it up. It is cool on one side and slightly warm on the other from where the firelight has been resting on it. You hold it in your lap, cool and warm, a small reminder that things can hold more than one quality at once, that you can feel tired and grateful at the same time, that you can be ready to sleep and still glad to be here. You turn the stone over slowly, smooth in every direction, patient, unhurried, the way a good night of sleep feels when it finally arrives. You set it back down beside your foot, where the fire can keep watching over it. In a moment, we will leave the small clearing and follow a path that leads upward, very gently, through a grove of pine trees, where the ground is soft with needles, and the air smells of something ancient and clean. But there is no hurry. We can stay here a little longer, if the fire is still warm, if the blanket is still good, if the old trees are still watching. They are. They will be here when we are ready. The fire holds its shape, The sparks rise. The old trees stand close. And you are here inside this circle, with the blanket heavy and soft around you, with the warmth on your face, with nothing you are required to do. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Good. You are doing that so well. When you are ready, not before, we will stand and let the path take us toward the pines, where the quiet is different, deeper, like the inside of something that has been closed for a long time and finally allowed to open. The fire will still be here when you return. It knows how to wait. We rise slowly. The blanket stays with you, wrapped like a shawl, and the lantern lifts again into your hand. Its warmth familiar now, like an old agreement. We leave the clearing and find the path easily, as if it was always just there waiting, just slightly out of view. It tilts upward now, very gently, the way a sentence tilts toward its end, not steeply, not effortfully, just a slow and easy climb. The pines begin almost immediately, tall and dark and still, their trunks straight as intention, their crowns lost somewhere in the dark, above where the moonlight cannot quite reach. But the path is clear. The lantern is enough. The ground here is soft, blanketed with years of fallen needles, rust brown and giving, muffling your steps completely. You are walking in silence now, true silence, the kind where you can hear your own breathing clearly, in through the nose, out through the mouth, steady, patient. The pines line both sides of the path, and their branches begin high up, leaving the lower trunks bare and clean, standing in rows like something that has agreed to be orderly out of love. The air here is extraordinary, cold and sharp and alive. It moves into the lungs like something curative, something that has been waiting to do exactly this, to be breathed by someone who needed it. You breathe it in fully, a long, full, easy inhale, and let it out without hurry. The pine scent, you walk further into the grove. The path levels here where the ground is wider, and a flat rock shelf juts out to the left, forming a natural ledge about the height of a windowsill. On it, the wind or time, or something kinder, has left a small collection of pine cones, 5 of them, arranged in no particular order, but somehow just right, the way things in nature arrange themselves without trying. You pick one up. It is dry and light, each scale curved back slightly, like a small hand opening, like something that has finished holding on and found it was all right to release. You set it back gently. In a moment, the path curves through the last of the pines and opens into a meadow at the top of the gentle rise, where the sky opens wide above you and the moon is in full view, and the grass moves in one long, slow wave like something breathing. When we get there, we will find a place to lie down, and the earth will be soft, and the sky will be very large, and you will be very small in the best possible way. But we walk through the pines first. We let the scent stay with us. We let the soft ground absorb each step until the steps themselves feel like rest. You tuck your chin slightly and walk with a loose and easy body, the lantern swinging, the blanket trailing softly at the edges. A pine cone falls from somewhere above you. It lands without drama, just a little to the left of the path. A small and certain arrival. You note it. You do not need to do anything about it. This is enough. Just noticing, just walking, just breathing inside a pine forest on a quiet night with nowhere to be. The trees thin ahead. You can see the edge of the grove where the sky begins. The moonlight there is brighter, and the grass of the meadow catches it like a bowl of still water. We walk toward it, step by step, needle by needle, the scent of pine holding on until the very last tree. And then we step through, and the sky is enormous, and the meadow is wide and silver and soft, and the moon is so clear and full and generous that for a moment you just stand at the edge of the grove and look up. You do not need to say anything about it. You do not need to think anything complicated about it. It is simply there, and you are simply here. And between you, there is a kindness that requires no words. The grass of the meadow is cool and dry beneath your feet where it edges the path. And you step off the path entirely now and move into it slowly, the blades parting around your feet like a quiet welcome. You find a place near the center of the meadow where the ground is level and the grass is a little thicker, a little softer. You set the lantern down beside you, and the flame bends very slightly in the open air and then straightens again, composed. You lower yourself to the ground slowly, the blanket coming with you, and you lie back and let the earth receive you. The grass is cool at first, and then it adjusts, or you adjust, or both of you adjust together. Your back settles. Your shoulders find the ground. Your arms rest beside you without needing to hold anything. Your hands open slightly, palms soft, fingers uncurling like the pinecone, like something that has finished holding on and found it was all right. Above you, the sky is immense. The moon is directly overhead. Not quite, but near enough that its light falls on you directly. And you are inside it, the way you are inside a warm room. The stars around it are scattered generously, not patterned into anything you need to name, just present, just giving their small and ancient light without asking for anything. You breathe in the cool night air. You breathe out everything you carried today. Again, in, out, the sky stays. The stars stay. The moon stays. None of them are going anywhere, and neither are you. Not tonight. Not for a long while. Your body is heavy now in the grass, and the heaviness is not a burden. It is simply mass, simply weight, simply the body agreeing that it has done its portion of the work for this particular day and is now content to be held by the earth beneath it. The earth is doing that without effort, without any requirement placed on you, just holding the way it has always held everything placed on it. Mountains and rivers and sleeping creatures and you, with the same quiet attention. The lantern beside you flickers once, gently, not struggling, just breathing, and then it steadies again. A distant sound crosses the meadow. Something winged, very high up. Its call a single thread of sound that moves from one side of the sky to the other, and then is gone. You follow it for a moment with your attention, and then let it go when it goes. Easy, like the leaf on the stream, like the sparks above the fire. Things can move through without needing to be held. Your eyes are soft now, maybe open, maybe not entirely. It does not matter which. The sky is there either way. The moon is doing what the M. If thoughts arrive, let them. They do not need to be pushed away or argued with. You can simply notice them the way you noticed the pine cones on the shelf. Oh, there is a thought, and let it rest where it lands. You do not have to carry it further. The meadow is good at holding things. It has been doing it longer than you have been worrying. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Again, in, very slowly. Out, longer. softer your body is sinking a little deeper into the ground with each exhale, as if each breath out releases a little more of the effort of being upright, being ready, being on. You do not have to be on tonight. You can be simply here, horizontal, soft, given over to the grass and the sky. The moon moves, as it always does, so slowly you would never notice it moment to moment, only if you looked away and came back. It is moving now, making its long, quiet arc, patient in a way that makes patience seem easy, natural, like the only real option. The grass shifts around you with a slow, cool breath of air, a long, rolling movement through the meadow, like the sound in the pines, like something turning over in sleep, like the whole meadow sighing in a direction it has always known. You let that sound move over you, through you. It passes. The meadow settles again. The lantern flame holds. The stars are exactly where they were. In a moment, I will guide you to close your eyes fully if they are not already. And I will stay with you in the meadow a little while longer. You do not need to do anything for this next part. You have already done everything it takes. You just let the ground hold you. You let the breathing happen. You let the night be as wide as it is. Close your eyes now, or let them go if they have been edging that way for a while. Behind them, you can still feel the moonlight. It does not require open eyes. It finds you anyway. In the dark behind your eyes, there might be shapes or colors, or simply a warm dark. Whatever is there is fine. You do not have to do anything about it. Just let it be the inside of you for a while. Your breathing is very quiet now. In, out, easy, automatic. The body is so good at this, at breathing, at keeping the rhythm without being asked. It has done this every night of your life, breathing you through, carrying you into morning after morning, without ever requiring anything in return. Trust it now. It knows the way. You are in the meadow. The grass is soft. The moon is overhead. The lantern is beside you, giving its small, warm light. The trees of the pine grove are just behind you, fragrant and still. Somewhere, the stream is still moving. Somewhere, the small fire is still burning in its circle of stones. The old trees are standing. The birches are silver. The bench in the clearing holds the journal. The carved moon on the wooden marker is cool and smooth, waiting for another set of fingers. All of it is still here. All of it is holding. And you are in the center of it, in the meadow, in the grass, under the wide and patient sky, with the blanket warm around you. You do not need to hold any of it. It does not require you to. It is simply here, the way things in nature are simply here, present, without effort, without need of anything from you tonight. Your jaw is soft. Your shoulders are given to the ground. Your hands are open. Your breath is slow, and your body is heavy in a way that is only comfortable, only right. You are exactly where you need to be. In, out, in, out. The meadow breathes with you, or you breathe with it. It is hard to tell where one ends and the other begins. And that is all right. That is exactly right. A warmth moves through you slowly, from the chest outward, the way warmth moves when you are finally, fully resting, into the arms, into the hands, down through the belly, through the legs, into the feet, all of it warm, all of it allowed, all of it simply happening without you having to ask it to, or make it, or deserve it. It is here. You are here. The stars are here. The moon continues its long and patient arc. The forest holds the meadow gently on all sides, and the night does what it has always done. It makes a place, a safe and dark and quiet place where things are allowed to rest, where the day is finished, where the mind can set down what it carried and leave it somewhere soft, where the body can be simply a body, warm, heavy, breathing, held. You are already there. You have been there for a while. The path brought you here. The clearing welcomed you. The bench held you. The stream carried the leaf. The fire kept its circle. The pines held their scent. And the meadow opened. And the sky was wide, and you lay down. And now the night takes over. Quietly, without announcement, it simply deepens around you the way sleep deepens when you stop trying to find it. The lantern flame is very small now. Or perhaps it only seems that way because your eyes are closed and the glow is softer, filtered through everything you have let go. You can feel it still, the warmth of it, just there beside you, a companion that asks nothing, that gives its small and steady light for no reason except that it can. Your breathing has slowed to a place you might not even notice anymore. In, long pause. Out, the pause between breaths, where there is nothing required of you. Nothing at all. Just a held moment where the body knows exactly what it is doing. The meadow is silent. The forest is silent. The moon is exactly where it is. And you are here, soft, still, warm, home in the way that the body knows home before the mind does. Rest now. The forest will be here when you return. The path will be easy to find. The bench will hold the journal. The stream will still be threading through. The old trees will still be standing. And this meadow, this wide silver meadow under this moon, will be exactly here, just here, waiting for you, patient as the stone beside the fire, patient as the moon, patient as the night itself. There is nothing more to do, nothing to prepare, nothing to worry over. Just this breath, this warmth, this dark, this quiet. Good night. The meadow holds you. The moon continues. And somewhere in the soft dark, between one breath and the next,